So what are you looking at? You're looking at what they call the Grand Canyon. That's Barbour Rock. This is the West Rim Trail. And I am on it for a very long overdue Hike with Mike, LIPA. That's Long Island, Pennsylvania, new home state. Where exactly are we? We're about maybe a half an hour from the New York State border. I would say we are in central PA, maybe a little bit over an hour west of Scranton as a landmark. It's a beautiful day. It's about 50 degrees out. It's really crisp, which is, for a lot of folks, that's the ideal time of year. There's no bugs. There's no bugs. I saw two hikers coming out as I was coming in. Other than that, it's pretty darn peaceful. As you can see, we're going to turn around here. You don't have a whole lot of foliage. There are some evergreens, there are some pines, but everything else has dropped its leaves, and that's kind of made the path a little bit, a little bit undefined, but still a good hike. The trail itself is very well marked with these orange Trailblazer signs, and they've done a nice job here in a couple of spots, giving you places to look out. Here's another one right here, and we'll get a little bit closer and you kind of come and see. Hopefully I'm doing this right and you can see down. It's just beautiful, absolutely. My first time here. Been seeing it a lot on a Facebook group, the Pennsylvania Hikers. See a lot of posts about the Grand Canyon, and so I thought now was a good time for me to get out. And it's always a good time to get out in nature. It doesn't have to be 75 and sunny. In fact, a lot of us would argue that those are probably the days you don't want to be on trails because there's so many people. And the idea of opting outside is always to connect with nature, and there's no better way to do it when you have solitude. Whether you hike with somebody or you solo hike. Obviously, if you solo hike, be prepared. I've got my Garmin. I've got some, my compass and stuff like that. But this is really an easy trail. In fact, so easy, I left one of my water bottles. We're about 1,900 feet up, by the way. Yeah, I left one of my water bottles back at the car. I left my heavy-duty survival knife at the car. I just didn't need it. And it's pretty comfortable out now. We're about 1,900 feet up. It's about elevation gain, I think. We started around 600 feet up, so it was a good elevation gain. And they say it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes to go back, out back. It's an out and back trail. So I'm an hour and a half in. So for me, I'll be doing it about 3 hours, which is typical of me. I tend to take my time, take pictures, and just stop and breathe in fresh air. So that's it from North Central PA. Hike with Mike, LIPA. You know how we end everything, but always with peace and always with love. And boy, do we need a lot of that right about now, don't we? Take care.